Welcome to Binge Watchers, where we talk about the stories and characters we love and the shows they live in. And it is that time of the week again. Let us examine what we shall be watching with our faces soon, specifically on Netflix. Okay, so first up we have 7 Seconds. This one is actually already out, so I should actually be watching the show and not the trailer, but you know.
You worked homicide before?
I'm sick of their eyes. Even when they're dead, they're looking at you and wanting answers.
This show is way too serious for the mood I'm in right now.
They're dead.
My son laid in the cold, in pain, for hours. And whoever did this is free.
Okay, so this is a show about a police officer who shoots an African-American boy and kills him, and then there's some sort of a cover-up that's going on, and obviously the family wants to fight it, and the police wants to kind of keep the cover-up. And the officer who did the shooting is obviously not comfortable with covering up what is essentially a murder.
No one saw you, right?
You keep your mouth shut. Anyone asks you what you're doing in the park, you tell them your job.
It was an accident.
A white cop and a black kid. I don't fucking accidents anymore.
Okay, so this is the type of show that has to be really, really good, because if this show dealing with this subject matter right now is not masterful in every aspect of how it handles the subject matter and the performances and the way that the script handles what actually went down, the murder of an African-American boy. So what I'm saying is that in order to pull off the right message and tone for this show has to be incredible. So it's either going to be incredible, like a really solid, hard-hitting drama, which I really hope that it's going to be, or it's just going to burn in the fiery pits of hell.
A man did that.
Okay, so after I'm done making this video, I'm probably gonna go to that couch right over there and start watching this show. I think it's gonna be really good. I'm like cautiously optimistic. I will let you know, but I am very much intrigued. Holy shit, the comment section for this trailer is a mess. It's almost like people want to project their own ideas about things in a way that fits their own narrative. Next trailer is The Rain. I like it when teaser trailers tell you absolutely nothing. We know only one thing here. You go in the rain, you die. The rain is bad in this show. That's pretty much it. So I really like the vibe of this trailer. This looks interesting. I'm gonna wait until they release a bit of a longer trailer to really understand what the show is gonna be like. This seems like this is gonna be like a post-apocalyptic thing. I'm intentionally not reading anything about any of these shows because I wanna go into them knowing, you know, the least amount of information possible. I just tend to enjoy shows way more when I watch them without knowing anything about them, which is a very counterintuitive thing for me to say on a channel dedicated to reviewing TV shows. But something that I have to say that I absolutely love about how Netflix does these things is that it doesn't even matter that this is a Scandinavian show. It's not even like an issue. Some shows are in English, some shows are not. They are normalizing shows of different languages. Not all big shows have to be in English. I love that. They are actively making an effort to put shows of different languages into the mainstream, and I love it. So this looks like a show that's going to rely heavily on the strength of the performances and how good the sets look, since this looks like an empty world where everybody lives underground. I'm just kind of, speculating based on this 30-second teaser trailer, but that's what it seems to me. I need to clean up some tabs here. I have like 18 tabs open with Peter McKinnon vlogs. I've been obsessed with Peter McKinnon lately. Anyway, we have B, The Beginning, next up.
Killer B.
通称キラー B、 我々が追う最重要参考人だ。
本物のキースフリックだよ。これはキラー B の事件じゃない。
What does in pursuit of conspiracy mean? I don't feel like that means what they want it to mean.
必ず見つけ出す。
何か起きてる気がするんです、この街で。
まだ探してるのか。
I like how they just have the names of the characters and titles that tell you the plot already here in the trailer. It's like, here, you fucking dumb non-Japanese speakers. Let's simplify things for you. And thank you for that.
お前たちは何だ。
償いの時が来た。これ以上関わるの。
事実の解明など無意味です。
A chain of events. They could have just as well write, this show has a plot. This is a story with characters.
星に隠れた同胞を救う。やっと会えたな。キラー B。
B, The Beginning.
Okay, making fun of this ridiculous trailer aside, this looks kind of awesome. I want to watch this right now. When does this... I've been meaning to get into anime more. I watched a ton of anime when I was in high school, but that was like Naruto, stuff like that. I watched Tokyo Ghoul a while ago and I absolutely loved it. It was awesome. I saw that they're actually making a live action movie for it, or maybe it's already out, which I saw the trailer for it. It looks pretty damn awesome. The trailer for the Full Metal Alchemist movie, the live action movie that they have on Netflix now, that looks terrible. But this show looks interesting. It gets one of these. Okay, let's take a look at Lost in Space.
Humankind evolves. It's how we survive. Through ice ages, plagues, wars, disasters from above.
Hey, it's not Michael Fassbender.
We adapt our skills, our languages, our very bodies in order to live. Earth is our home, but only so long as it keeps us safe.
I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't know. I mean, I'm just like I'm not in the mood for another remake, It's like, let's make new things. I'm into new things.
When this world can no longer serve that purpose, another planet.
I'll tell you what the problem is with something like this, or at least the problem I have with something like this, because this is not going to have anything to do with Lost in Space other than Danger Will Robinson and like the name, generally some vague thread that ties it back together with the original. So it's going to be just its own show and it's going to do its own thing. Some of the characters are going to have the same names, but that's pretty much it. So I would much rather that they would just make their own separate space show that maybe is inspired by Lost in Space. That's fine. But like, is this really the franchise that you need in order to get people watching? I'm sure that if Netflix just says like, hey, we have a new space show. Like, these are great performers. I love not Michael Fassbender, the guy from Black Sails. Molly Parker, she's great. The show looks like it's gonna look really good. I think that it's gonna be like okay. At the most, it's gonna get a ton of hype, but then it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be okay. But for me, hype level decreased by 43% because this is a remake.
Begins now.
Impact detected.
It's not a Netflix original series. A Netflix original series would be something new and original, like all the other shows. Like Netflix, you're really good at making original stuff. Or, you know, buying the rights for shows that are not Netflix originals and then just saying that they're Netflix originals.
Impact detected. Brace for impact. Brace for
Danger, Will Robinson.
He said Danger, Will Robinson. They said the thing, like, that is... You know, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath for this one. It gets a meh out of 5. All right, last one is Collateral.
Can we just think this thing through? Let me know if I'm going too fast for you. Why would anyone kill a pizza delivery man?
So just to get something out of the way, I know that this is a BBC show that Netflix snatched up the rights for and is going to be marketing it as a Netflix original outside of the UK, just like Peaky Blinders, just like The End of the Fucking World. I know. I don't care.
And how could a gunman know who he was going to kill? It doesn't make any sense.
That's very good. You got your speech ready for the superintendent.
There was a murder in my constituency.
BBC show number 582 with all the British actors. I mean, I'm sure it's a good show. I'm sure it's gonna be. I'm gonna watch it. I can tell you 100% I'm gonna watch it, and I'm probably gonna love it. But it just feels like they keep making the same show. They do it very well at this point, but it feels like they're making the same show again.
We heard gunfire.
It's a Muslim killing, right?
Can't we just say it was a human being who was shot down on a British street?
They're trying to take everything from us.
I mean, what can I say? I love it. I love everything about this trailer so far. It feels like, you know, The Fall, The Night Manager, Luther, River, all of these shows I absolutely loved. All of these shows feel like they were kind of made out of the same general template. This one has a different spin that makes it more relevant to stuff that's going on today, which is great. I don't remember when it was, but my friend Jason from Seasoned Reviews made a joke about how the BBC keeps making the same show. I think it was when we were talking about Black Mirror, but I see what he meant.
We believe your brother was killed deliberately. Because he knew something.
Sam Spence, MI5. We believe there's a national security dimension.
They want your information, but they don't want to give up any of theirs. We're answerable to everyone, and we control no one.
People no longer believe in institutions, and
She was in River, and she was spectacular. If you haven't watched River, it's on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes, and it's one of the best shows I've ever watched. I am very distracted today. Okay, I don't need to watch this all the way through. I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna watch it. It's, at the same time, it feels like a generic BBC police show, but it also feels like it's gonna be really good, or already, because it already aired on the BBC. I could just look up reviews for it. I see it has 67% on Rotten Tomatoes, which like makes sense, and also fuck Rotten Tomatoes generally. I just feel like Rotten Tomatoes is generally kind of bullshit, but this show looks great. Okay, so to wrap up, we had 7 seconds, which looks harsh and good and hard-hitting, and I really hope that it is incredible. I hope that this is, you know, one of the best dramas lately. I'm gonna go watch it right now. I'm gonna make a review about it, and I'm gonna let you know. But I have high hopes for this one. We also had Be the Beginning, which looks like crazy and interesting, and I'm into it. And The Rain, we don't know too much about it, but it looks like a cool horror type of thing that's gonna be either really good, if the performances are strong enough to support the horror aspect of it. It's kind of like Dark, the German show, which, you know, all the performances there were nothing short of incredible. The story in Dark needed that caliber of performance to support it, and it feels like it's going to be the same deal with Rain. And Lost in Space, you know, I didn't have like really thoughtful commentary to offer you guys today. But that's all I got. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. Let me know what other shows you want me to talk about. You can find links to places, other places where you can find me in the description. And if you're finding binge watchers for the first time, welcome. I'd like to invite you to join the binge watchers community. Come talk about TV with us. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe to the channel. But in any case, keep binging, and I will see you right there on that couch.